Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ and Rick D with 2 C's. Anything else is disrespectful. And we have the beautiful Kima in the building. You here, girl?
I'm here, girl.
Ooh, I'm super excited. Rick D's on the road somewhere. So Kima and I and OG Dare, we're going to hold it down.
All the way.
I'm going to call it ladies' night, even though we got OG Dare. He gonna chime in and give us his view on a couple of things. We have an amazing show for you guys tonight. So we want you to make sure you tell a friend to tune in. Have them text a friend to text a friend, www.in-touchnews.com. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want to talk to us today. So call in 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. We're right here on In Touch Radio, reality radio, where everyone is a star. So this is Trap Talk Radio. Gotta tell y'all what I learned this week. So first of all, last week was Valentine's Day. I told y'all from Tampa, so I say Valentine's Day. And I was at work on Valentine's Day. People was like, what you did? I was working, honey. We was out here at the Valentine's Day affair with In Touch News. They had an amazing event. I came out here. I was like, you know what? I'm dressing up. I had my little dress on. My little shoulder was out.
Not your shoulder.
My shoulder was out, honey. I had it let my twist out or whatever. I mean, it was a good time. Everyone looked so beautiful. You know, it was the season crowd, honey.
Okay.
And they came. They didn't
season folks.
They did not come
what
to
is the
play.
season crowd?
The season crowd. Okay, so
You got to break it down.
Okay. So when we say season, let's compare it to food. You know what I'm saying? You know food. When you go to a commercial restaurant, you hungry. The food all right. Okay. the food all right.
Okay.
But when you at somebody's house and they know what they doing, they let
Exactly.
that thing marinate. They let that thing marinate, right? They got some experience. They know what they doing.
Yes, girl.
The same thing applies to that crowd. That was the seasoned crowd. And they came out here ready to have an amazing time. Everyone looks so beautiful. Shout out to Tammy Johnson, honey. She's the beautiful wife of Daryl Johnston. They're the
That's
owners.
my baby.
That's
That's
your
my
baby.
baby.
They're the owners of In Touch Radio.
Yeah.
Honey, my girl had on a red jumpsuit, honey.
Was she sexy?
Ooh, she was
God,
fine, honey.
dog.
And bounced around. Kiva, you gotta see her. Honey. She
With a
was
red jumpsuit, she got to be bad.
red, honey.
Yeah, tight.
Ooh, that's how you like it. That's how you like it.
Reminiscent.
It was so beautiful. Everyone looked so good. I was trying because last year we came out. Shanita came out. Shout out to Shanita. Dr. V was here. My mom came last time, so we were trying to get her to come, but she didn't come out. But it was great. And then we also had Painting in the Trap, which was just a nice touch to what was going on.
Yes.
We had about 10 couples come out.
Oh, that's super
and they
cute.
painted. Then they were able to enjoy the music. The artist was good. I mean, it was a very nice event. And I'm so proud of you guys. I can't wait till next year. I had to make sure I give a shout out to y'all.
Thank you so
y'all
much.
Did a
we
good
appreciate
job.
that.
Y'all did a great job. So I can't wait to see what it's gonna be next year, honey.
Off the chain.
Off the chain.
Without
The way
a
you
doubt.
talking, it sounds like I need to be there.
You missed
should.
it. You missed it.
Because I could have put on a little jumpsuit.
Yes, I did.
I bet.
I'm telling you, I had my little. I was ready. I had my shoulder. I had my little pearls on.
Yes.
Makeup was done.
Looking good.
It's so funny because Adam was working the event. So Adam is one of he grew up around here. He's Dr. V's son. He works for Painting in the Trap. And so he was working, and I was like, I need you to work tonight because I want to hang out.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, CJ, I'll come work. And I walked in, and he was like, okay, CJ. I was like, I don't get to go out that often.
So you was excited.
I was excited, girl. But it was an amazing time. But what I learned from that event was it was all about love and positivity. And everyone was doing their own thing. And although I literally just stood by the door and I was just dancing by myself. It was just a good time. And you need those moments where you can just have a good time.
Yeah.
Last night I was in Miami. So
Okay.
I hadn't been in Miami since September.
Okay.
And last month I was telling you guys how for Painting in the Trap, New Orleans and Miami has some opportunities of improvement.
Yes.
So we
Mostly New Orleans, right?
Mostly New Orleans.
Okay.
So we got some stuff to work through. But I was determined to go to Miami this time. I have not been to Miami since September. By the grace of God, I have an amazing team down there. Everyone works really hard. Shaquan, she puts it together. She does her thing. So I went. And then when I went there was an emergency. Somebody couldn't show up. And I had such a sense of peace. Because I was definitely led by God.
Yeah.
And I went there extra early for whatever reason. I got on the road 9:30 in the morning, went there early. So when we had these things pop up, luckily I was there. The staff was like, oh, CJ, we didn't even know you were going to be here, but thank God that you're here. Now you can take care of this and you can answer some of these questions. It just worked out.
Yeah.
It just all worked out. And I was so proud of the staff that was there. So it was good to be able to see. Once again, we had a good time on a Wednesday. I didn't really get to do much. You know, I was sitting over there in the corner, but it was an amazing time. And I was happy to see that, even though sometimes you have to work through some things.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what you need to focus on. You need to be able to focus on the good and everything. You need to be able to focus on how things are always working out. There was somebody arrived late, and then the event manager at the time, she was asking how did everything go. She even showed up. She was a little late, and I told her to have the night off.
Yeah.
She was like, no. Her thing was like, look, CJ, it's nice that you're here.
So wouldn't the event manager? Why wouldn't the event manager be there?
Well, she had some things she had to take care of. So
But
that was
okay.
So she had some things she had to take care of.
Okay.
So that's why I was happy I was even there.
I got you.
She never misses an event. But because she takes ownership, even in my vision, she still came later.
Okay.
I said, Shaquan, you don't have to be here. She said, CJ, it's nice that you're here, but this is my baby.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's
That's
her
good.
baby. It was
Yeah.
good, right? So, and it was, it was just so beautiful to be able to see everyone, and we had a good time. But once again, it was just a positive environment.
That's good.
And sometimes
That's
when you're dealing with so many things and you have hiccups, you forget that.
Right.
And it's almost as if like you forget why you're starting to do it when things are tough, but you can't focus on that. So I know last Thursday at the Valentine's Day event was like just a breath of fresh air. It was just like
good.
It was good. And then last night I was like, you know what? I'm here for all this.
You just living.
I'm just living, honey. We went down there. It was nice, and I did like a quick trip, but it was good to even meet some of the staff because I hadn't met anybody before. But everyone was they almost took ownership of their own thing, even though, when people are working for you and they're partners or whatever, and they're doing their part, sometimes they don't always take ownership in what they're doing for you.
Right.
Or the part that they play.
Right.
But it was nice to be able to see that everyone was proud of what they were accomplishing, what they were doing. So that's what I learned in the trap this week. Don't always focus when things happen. That's okay. But focus on the good. Focus on why we're doing it. Focus on how things are. For the most part, they're going to always work out.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
It's going to translate. It's going to the baby is absorbing all
of
goodness.
And that was just like a nice little.
Yeah. Oh, you that baby gonna jump out just.
And I'm gonna say
like
this.
A breath of fresh
you know
air.
what? I wasn't gonna say this. I wasn't, but I'm gonna say it. It's crazy how this baby is already shaping my life.
That's beautiful.
It is. She is.
Mm-hmm.
She's already shaped my life. And the fact that I got to Miami even earlier, and I realized, I was being led by God, and then I didn't realize why I got to got to Miami so early.
Yeah.
But once I got there, I had time to rest. And that's all I said, I got to lay in my bed. I just I'm going to lay down. But that was because I planned it out. So the baby's already shaping everything that I need to do. So, it's a beautiful thing. I'm excited.
That's good.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So now you guys know we are having a baby girl. Rick is not here. Rick isn't here, so we're having a baby girl. I know you probably like, CJ. He be always
A
apprehensive.
little mini me. That's so
We're having
cute.
a baby girl. Yeah. So whatever you're dealing with, focus on the positive because it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
It's gonna work
Yeah.
out.
It always does.
Yeah, little hiccups are not a big deal. So that's what I learned. So once again, we are in Trap Talk Radio. Make sure you guys tune in. Text a friend to www.in-touchnews.com. We're right here on Reality Radio, In Touch Radio. We have Kima here. Kima going to talk about some of the amazing things that she's doing. Talking about things working out.
Ooh,
Right,
child.
and what she's doing in the community. I'm super excited about it. And I'm going to tell you guys how I know Kima. So, Kima, we met at USF. Okay. Shout out to the Bulls. Go Bulls. What school did you go to, OG there?
Graduated from USF.
Okay. Look at that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, Tammy and I both.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so cute.
So, okay, how did you get here?
Well, listen. Look, so I went to Lemoyne On is an HBCU. So that I spent my first year there.
Okay.
And then I ended up going to Memphis State. Memphis State is kind of like a USF, but since Memphis is like 50% black, it's predominantly black.
Yeah.
But back then, what we did was we started, life happens.
Right.
So we started having children. 4 children would change everything.
Right.
So we put graduating off. So I had 1 year left, and I went to USF. Spent 1 year I went there fall, spring, summer, and fall.
Okay.
It was rough, but I got it done because out of 7 children, I was one.
Didn't have it.
Exactly.
And so I wasn't gonna let my daddy down, so I went ahead and got it done. So I finished it. I finished first in 91, and then Tammy finished in 93.
Okay.
She felt like she should have done it first, but hey, listen, what can I say?
What can you say?
We
But
both
y'all
got
did
it done.
it.
Exactly.
Y'all did it.
And that's all that
cool.
counts.
And then y'all went back because a lot of times when people stop, they don't really go back. They say, "Oh, I'm going to go back." They don't go back.
They don't really go, and that's really the reason that we have the Last Mile Scholarship in my son's name, because a lot of people at that juncture don't finish school, and so the Last Mile Scholarship is designed to help those people in those kinds of situations.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. That makes me excited because I did not know that you guys were fellow Bulls. But I went to USF. I went there in 2010. What year did you start?
I started in 2007.
So you went right out of high school?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, so I went to
Straight
HCC
in.
first, so I took that route. But anyway, I went to Kima. I went to USF, and I went to this meeting for NCNW. Okay.
Tell them about NCNW,
It's
girl.
the
The National Council
National
of Negro
Color
Women.
Is it National?
The National Council
National
of Negro
Color
Women.
National Council of Negro Women, right? So I went to this meeting, and I was like, okay, you know, he's crazy. He tried it. So I'm like, okay.
But
What is this? You know, they had on this purple and, you know.
Our purple scarves and our white shirts.
Yes, girl. So I'm just, you know, I'm new to the campus and I want to, you know, I'm not used, my personality is I'm not used to being around, like, I don't really have to be a part of anything big or whatever. You know, I got my few people that I roll with. But I was like, okay, I'm going to do a little something a little different. So I went to this meeting and I see this girl up there talking. It was two of them. Her and another beautiful young lady. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then what really caught my attention is when they started taking pictures, Kima was just like flipping her hair. And I'm just like, who is she?
Her.
Who is this girl right here? I don't think I've ever told Kima that. I don't think I've ever told you that. So I was just like, she flipping her hair, all you know, she's doing her little shoulders, and I'm like,
me like
for
that.
one, I'm like, she fine. This girl is fine as I don't know what.
Don't
But
do
then
me
I'm
like
like,
that.
you know, she's spunky, she's poised, she's edgy. I mean, I just, you know, she had it. She had it. So that was just my idea of Kima. And so then to somehow, you know, we just had friends that are in similar circles. So I've always felt like Kima just was it. You know, Kima had it. And so after that, we've always, you know, once our circles kind of crossed, we've always had like a mutual respect for each other, always cheered each other on. And so Kima is all of that. I said all that to say it's a reason why she's here, because she's a boss. She's been a boss.
Listen, honey.
Since like 2007. She
reinventing my boss status.
But that's
at this
okay
moment.
though.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I mean, so what are you doing right now, Kima?
Oh, so much. I'm so excited. So I recently left my job last year. Of course, you know this, girl. We didn't talk all about it.
Oh, my God.
Left my job last summer, July. Nothing was wrong.
How did that
Great job.
feel?
Amazing job. Great benefits, great salary, extra comfortable. But it wasn't where I was supposed to be.
Okay.
And so I left. And I left because this is where I felt like God was leading me. This is
Okay.
not even gonna say I felt. This is where I know God had for me to go. So I just left the job, and it was hard, honey. It was not easy. It was a very, very tough decision. I think I prayed on this thing for like a year and a half. Like, this wasn't an impromptu decision. Right. So, you know, I left my job and I had all these plans about what I thought I was going to do and how I thought, you know, I was going to dive right in and become this, you know, mega boss. And I'm here. Like,
I mean, I think, not to cut you
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
That
girl.
is something. That's why I told you sometimes the conversation just takes over. Whatever. Right. So but that's something right there when it comes to entrepreneurship. And if people that listen to the show, they know this show is about Trap Talk Radio is about people that are out here making their dreams come true. We out here trapping.
Yeah.
In whatever way we're doing. And so this conversation is perfect. People think when they leave their jobs, when they start entrepreneurship, that is a manual.
Yeah.
To what,
and there is none.
There is none.
Nothing.
There's none. There's no booklet. There's no handbook. Maybe say life. But either way, he would say no.
Yeah. Nah. redirect you, realign you.
Exactly.
Completely.
We're going to be right back, y'all. We're going to hold this conversation. Make sure you guys are letting your friends know that this conversation is bomb.com. We'll be right back on Trap Talk Radio.
So believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida. Grab a pen of sundown 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, plus your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky, is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers are not network or trained in handling auto injury claims and giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hi, this is Dr. Veronica Walters, also known as Dr. V, the head of school at the Walters Academy for Entrepreneurship, a place that we like to call The Way, where we're educating today's youthpreneurs to be tomorrow's billionaires through social entrepreneurship. Do you have a student who's bored, frustrated, gifted, inquisitive, creative, business-minded? Then maybe you need to check The Way out. Listen, we have an educational platform that allows for individualized instruction. It's strength-based, project-based, and designed to help your student become the absolute best they can while starting their own business and being an entrepreneur. If you're looking for something different and you need to find a more excellent way, then you need to visit us at The Way. That's The Way, www.thewaetampa.org. Or you can call us at 813-603-7923. We look forward to showing your student a more excellent way at The Way.
This is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ and Rick D with 2 C's. Anything else is disrespectful. We got Kima here in the building. She's hanging out with us today. We're out here just talking about bossy stuff, you know, making boss moves,
that.
right? Bossy stuff right here on In Touch Radio, Reality Radio, where everyone's a star. We want to hear from you guys today. Make sure you call us at 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. So we were just talking about jumping into entrepreneurship, and Kima said she just left her job last year and she didn't know. You thought you had plans, and then
Knew I had a plan.
What?
Girl, I knew I had a plan. Okay, and my boyfriend used to laugh at me because he was like, listen, that's not how it works. You're not finna just jump out here and make this $100,000 right away that you think you're gonna make. He was like, I'm gonna laugh at you, you know, because Kima, you're not finna do it. Whatever, you don't know me. I can do it. I can do anything I say I'm gonna do.
Who she sound
okay?
like?
You do not know. If anybody can do it, it's gonna be
Who
me.
She sound
okay?
like OG Darryl?
That was me.
Look, I got a couple of daughters. She
I know.
sound like.
That was me. I ain't want to hear nothing he had to say, even though he been living this entrepreneurial lifestyle for years.
Yeah.
Girl, he couldn't tell me nothing because I'm Kima. And
No one's gonna stop me.
Honey, God quickly showed me absolutely not. Every plan I had and every connection I had, he disconnected them. Every person that could have opened the door for me, out of my life. Anything that could have helped me get to a next place, disconnected. People that I was working for, late payments, money wasn't coming in right. So much so to where it was like, this is your decision, but this ain't what I told you to do. Like, he stopped everything completely from me.
I mean, it's funny because you're speaking the truth, and people, you don't know until you're here. You gotta be here. You gotta be in those moments.
You gotta be
in
girl.
those shoes. And I think when stuff like that happens, because sometimes as people, women like us, and OG Dare had, like you said, he got 3 daughters that are just like us.
Oh, 3.
That are just like us.
Yeah.
Girl, he had 1 daughter. I was just like, ooh. If I could go back and do it again, I'm gonna follow her shoes. Like, she bad too, boy. She's off the chain. Anyway, so when we're people like us, we feel like there's nothing that can stop us. So there's like no one can teach us these things. People can tell you all day, like your boyfriend told you,
but I don't want to hear it.
Right. So for you to be in that place now, and that was what, let's say 6 months ago?
Yeah, pretty much a little over 6 months.
So where are you now?
So after finally deciding to listen, I'm in a place, honestly, and it's crazy that I can even say this. I'm really in a waiting place.
Okay.
It's like I'm in a waiting room, and it's like I know that my name has already been called, and I know where I'm heading. I have no idea how I'm gonna get there. I have no idea like how it's all gonna work out. I'm so far out on faith right now, girl. But I'm excited because I left because I felt like I could serve more. I can serve people more, specifically young girls. And so for me, like, I feel like I want to be the person for these teenage girls, the person that I wanted when I was a young girl. I don't know about you, but like, I love my mom to death. I have an amazing mom. I have amazing parents. I have older sisters. But at the end of the day, when things happen in my life, I wasn't talking to my mom about it. I wasn't talking to my sisters. I was talking to my friends.
Right.
And why would I talk to them? They don't know nothing. Exactly. And so we were all making dumb decisions together. You know what I mean? So the place that I'm in right now is I just started these mentoring programs.
Okay.
For the last year, even while I was working, I started working with different schools, going out, doing sessions for 8th grade through high school, middle school and high school girls, just building them up, self-confidence, self-esteem, their identity, and getting them to understand that their perception matters, and then hitting those tough conversations that they can't have with nobody else about, sex and all that goes into that. You'd be amazed what these children talk to me about, honey, and pregnancy and drugs and alcohol and relationships, everything.
And even though, just so that people know, even though you were called to do this and it wasn't your plan, you're not inexperienced. I mean, you were a director of a major. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, because, she was a director of a major nonprofit organization, been on the news, ran, multi-million-dollar projects. I mean, so she's doing it on her own now, and the beauty of that is even because you have the experience and you worked your way up in someone else's camp.
I'm looking for an executive director for the Braxton Darrell Johnson Foundation.
Look at that plug, girl.
Look at that.
Did I say that?
I'm sorry.
It just slipped out.
That's how it works out.
We'll come back. We'll come back around.
I love it. So I mean, even though you were able to work your way up and do amazing things in someone else's camp, now you're going to be able to do that in your own.
Exactly. With no rules, no boundaries.
Wow.
Just when I was, when I was working with the nonprofit organization I was working with, as you mentioned, I worked at a school, and, it's after school, it's summer, it's, 300 plus, 800 plus kids at the school serving daily and all these grants and programs. But at the end of the day, I still had to answer to someone.
Wow.
At this point, I'm answering to God.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And them girls.
And the girls.
Yeah.
Because I got to give them what they want.
Yeah.
And I got to give them what they need. And then the parents, too. Because the parents don't even know what to do with the girls at this point. So I have to, give them what they need.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm so excited. And so as much as I wish that my mentor program could reach every single girl in the world, I know that physically I may not be able to reach every single girl in the world. So what God has led me to next is into something that I never would have thought I could do. I wrote a book.
What?
Girl, I wrote a book. So I wrote a whole book.
She's the author now. Can we give her a round of applause?
Yeah, I got it. Here it comes. There it is.
Yes, girl. A real 10-chapter long.
I can turn the page.
Yes, girl.
Now, I don't read, so you're going to have to do the audio version.
I was thinking about that.
How many pages?
It's like 200.
Oh, that's a real book.
Yeah, it's a real book. This ain't no 10-page flip, you done. Picture book.
You and someone else I know that they're in the process of writing. I'm gonna have to start reading because I gotta support.
Yeah, I'm need you to.
People.
Just buy the book, right? And then when I do audio, then you can listen. But go on ahead and do both.
Okay.
I'll give you a few different voices on the audio. Keep it entertaining for you.
So you wrote a book.
Yes. And the book is it centers around 5 girls, all different ethnicities, all different demographics, socioeconomic statuses. They are in between 8th and 9th grade, and they're just living their life. So it's fictional stories, but it's things that from the mentor program, issues that the girls have literally told me that they're dealing with. And so it's played out in different instances in these girls' lives. So it follows them through the first couple months of their new school year. And then, each book is going to be narrated by a different girl. So you're going to be able to see their issues from their perspective.
I've never said
What's the book called?
The book is called You Better Fly.
Oh, you
right?
better fly.
You Better Fly. And then later on, here's a little sneak plug. All the girls are going to be a part of a club that's called Club Fly. And Fly stands for First Love You. So it all ties back to what I'm doing in my mentoring program.
Wow.
So yet again, I may not be able to physically give them my mentor program, in China. Because I'm going, I'm going to throw it all the way out there.
Right.
However, if they're reading this book, they can get the same lessons that they would learn if they were in front of me, because the mentor of that program is going to give them the same lessons that I would give to the girls who were in front of me.
Now, I see a television series.
Okay.
Girl, you in these visions? You
do.
got visions, friend?
You see that?
I see it. Because the way she just broke down the book, we haven't read the book.
No.
But I can easily see that being a series on TV.
Yeah,
Speak
season
it,
1
God.
and 2
In the
for
name of
sure.
Jesus.
And the
You said season what?
Season 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 12 series in the first season, probably 15 in the second one.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I can see. That's easy.
Y'all want me to get up and shout at this?
No, go ahead. You can dance. Go do the dance.
So silly. That's cool though. That's amazing. The cool thing I love about our gifts and entrepreneurship, a lot of times we don't even have to go learn nothing to do what we're supposed to do.
No.
We don't have to.
At all.
You didn't have to.
At all. All of my life, my sisters will tell you, they call me like they need something written. My dad, they need me to write something up. My friends, family. So I've always been a good writer and communicator, but never would I have thought that I was going to sit down and write a 70,000 word book.
Right.
Never would I have thought that.
Wow.
I don't even like reading.
Did you say 70,000 words?
70,000.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Trust me.
You can.
I count it. Trust me. When you got to pay for all the editing services, you count those words.
Right.
But it's just been a process. And it's just so amazing to sit back and see why God placed me in every place that he put me. Because when I was in college, I was telling you guys, I did an internship in California because I wanted to be a television host. And so looking back at my life now, I can see why God didn't allow for that to happen then. Because had I been on TV then, I would not have been able to shine the same light that I'm able to shine now. The person that I would have been back then, for girls and women to look up to, would not have been anything close, thank you, Lord, to the person that I am now. And I'm still pretty and cool, and all that. But I was not this person. And
Even a year ago, I wouldn't have been a person that I would have wanted the girls to look up to and to be like. I wouldn't have been the role model. And so now I feel like I can be that. And that's why God put me here now. You know what? I feel like this. I feel like the latter part of 2017, 2018 definitely was my year as an entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean the year of the real struggle.
Yeah, girl.
There's a year or two that entrepreneurs go through.
Ooh, child.
And they just like, if somebody give me a job
Ooh,
today,
child.
I'm going to take it and I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to regret none of this. And I don't care what nobody think.
Listen.
I don't care. Everyone, you get but if you, how about, I'm about to catch it right now. But if you make it through that year or two.
Child.
And I'm gonna just say a year. I'm gonna declare just a year, right? If you make it through that,
oh, Lord,
through that 13, 14 months, you're gonna be all right.
Listen,
but it's always. I think we all have to go through that, because when I hear about success stories, there's always they don't just make it.
Nope.
A lot of them are at their rock bottom, and then something clicks. And then something clicks.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta go through that.
Yeah.
And I think also, to your point, we have to go through that to be able to appreciate where we're going.
Exactly.
I think for me, when you were talking about you wouldn't be the woman that the girls will look up to, when I think about what I feel like my purpose is, I always wondered when I was working at GTE, why did God allow me to move up so fast?
Yes. Same thing.
Every year I was there.
Thing.
I was there only 3.5 years, and I got a promotion every single year I was there.
Yeah.
Why did that happen? Why did it happen so fast? But for me, I had to be able to see how every department operated. I needed to know how to deal with people. I needed to know all that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to learn that if I wasn't in that place.
Yeah.
And when my time was up, my time was just up. And I remember when I got laid off, my dad was like, well, Drake, there really wasn't anywhere else for you to go. Wasn't anywhere else for you to go in that company. So you learned what you needed to learn. And that was pretty much it. But of course, like you said, when you first started talking, it's comfortable and it's easy. You know what I'm saying? But that's also a part of our generation.
Yes, girl. We want it quick. Microwave. Give me my microwave blessing right away.
You know, the OG Dare, y'all generation, y'all know how to thug it out. We wasn't taught that. Y'all,
You got to stick with it. You cannot quit.
Yeah.
y'all know that. We didn't know that.
No. We used to this hard stuff.
Well, because
struggle.
we've given you everything.
You have.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all didn't want us to have to struggle.
That's exactly.
Exactly.
Right. But you know what Frederick Douglass says, right?
What he said.
There's no progress without struggle.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll be right back on Trap Talk Radio.
My name is Gil Sampson. I didn't come from a very rich family, and so paying for college would have been very tough. I don't know if I would have been able to go to the college that I went to, and then I don't know if I would have gotten into the career that I am in. So I think Bright Futures has done a lot to shape my life. I got a job as a structural engineer, and I design residential buildings, commercial buildings all over the United States. Because of Bright Futures, I was able to go to college. You know, so many kids just don't even ever get that opportunity. And to be able to do it and not have any debt when I graduated is amazing. And it was all thanks to Bright Futures.
Florida has created more than 1 million jobs in only 5 years, and a great education connects our students to these exciting opportunities. That's why the Florida Lottery has funded Bright Futures scholarships to help over 725,000 students attend college. Because every play is for education. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Hey, this is Miss K with K's Kitchen, cooking Chicago-style fried chicken and fish with the authentic Chicago-style mild sauce. Come check us out at 5508 North 50th Street in Tampa. We're open Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 6, or you can call us at 813-368-5196. Again, that number is 813-368-5196. See you soon.
Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ and Rick D with 2 C's. Rick D with 2 C's. Anything else is disrespectful. We got Kima here in the building. Hey, Kima.
Hey, girl.
We said this is, we right here on In Touch Radio, reality radio, where everyone is a star. We told OG Daryl, this is a ladies' night, honey. We're doing some bossy stuff in here today. Nothing but bosses in the building.
Bossy.
Kimi was just telling us how
bossy.
her journey, and it's a real life journey of
Ooh,
entrepreneurship, you know. But
Whole journey.
at this point, she just really told us she wrote a book. You went from directing a organization and realizing that's not where you're supposed to be. So now you are an author and a director of your own organization.
Yes, girl. I'm super excited.
Yes.
It's just kicking off, but
Why didn't you bring a copy of the book?
the book is not out yet.
This is an
new.
exclusive.
Oh, this is all
This is an
new.
exclusive interview.
Oh no, this is all new.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
The book is literally in its editing stages at this moment. Like,
Get your copy.
when I tell you it's been a journey, it's been a journey. So
I'm
it's in
excited.
its editing stages, and I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm excited.
So
So
is
that
it
means
going
I got
to
to
be
come
an
back
ebook?
again with my book.
With your book.
With the book.
We're going to have to book another
doubt.
day.
So you'll be able to get a printed copy or ebook. So
Or
it's
ebook.
gonna be both. Yeah, it'll be both.
We are out here doing real things. Real
yeah,
people.
I gotta do it legit. Like, it has to be
Real-
all the way.
I mean,
All the way.
and this is what I have to tell people. I know people that are doing real stuff. I know real rocket scientists. I know real authors. You know what I'm saying? I know real directors. I know real lawyers. I know real doctors. Like, I know real people. So
Real people.
if it's okay for you to do whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
it is not going to be easy. And that was some of my before we went on break. If you guys haven't been listening in, OG Daryl was saying that, you know, their generation, they know how to stick through things. They kind of held that from us,
Yeah.
right? So that's hard. But you also said Frederick Douglass said, without struggle, there's no progress.
There's no progress without struggle.
There's no progress without struggle. That's so important. And we gotta just, I'm telling everybody out there,
Life can't always be easy.
It's not.
that was hard for me.
It's not.
Because I felt like,
And if it's easy, is it really worth it though?
listen.
Because everybody
well,
could do it.
Right.
Well, I guess in my mind, if I put 1 plus 1 together, I should get 2. And it shouldn't be no other way. That's what I was raised on. My daddy said, if I make good grades, I get money.
Well, once in real life, 1 plus 1 equals like 1 3/4, or sometimes it'll equal 2 1/4.
Yeah.
Sometimes it equals 2.
Yeah.
But you got to deal with it.
I didn't get it. I felt like, okay, if I make good grades, I get money. Why isn't life that way?
If only.
If only life. But you know what? Nothing would have taught me that but this journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got some more life lessons ahead.
Oh
of you,
Lord, I got a
little
couple
lady.
life lessons.
Right. That's what be getting to me sometimes. Like,
It
when
ain't
you think
over.
about, like, yeah,
It ain't over.
It's a journey. There's no, and people are always like, oh, I can't wait until I get there. But what is there? What is
Right.
there? What is there? I had to stop saying that, like, I can't wait until this is over. I can't wait until I make it. Like, what is make it? I want to go past even what I think is it. It ain't it for me.
And yeah, but
I want to go beyond it.
you don't know. Like you said, you don't know what it is. You might get to it and be like, this ain't what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This, so I mean, we have to always continue to go after our dreams. And I believe dreams evolve. I think
Truth.
you'll get to that
Very
point and you're
true.
like, okay, OG Dare, you probably could, agree that you guys had your business for so long, and then it got to a point you thought, okay, well, now we got to focus on this.
We are evolving as we speak.
That's amazing.
Listen, we've been doing a print publication for 23 years.
Wow.
But now we are evolving to a digital platform. We got to keep up. So if you don't, you know what happens.
You'll get left behind.
You get left
Don't
behind.
nobody want to be
That's
part
true.
of that.
That's
Nope.
true.
You don't want to be part of the rapture.
So you have to continue. Your dreams have to continue. You have to continue to dream.
Right.
Because you could just be stuck on one dream and you'll be talking about
I did.
yeah.
That's those people that be living in their high school days.
Yes.
Man, when I was
Oh
in high
my
school,
gosh,
I
that
ran to.
kills
Nobody want to hear that.
me.
What did you do after high school?
What did you do last year?
You're 50 years old. You still talking about when you was 18.
Oh, that
That's
kills
right.
me.
You can't do that. And you know
A lot
what?
of people still
Accomplish something else.
Keep going. And you know what? We got some topics we're going to jump into because we want people to be able to chime in about it. But before we get there, I want to. If you don't keep dreaming, when things change, you almost be devastated.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people I've seen it over the last couple of years when people are older and jobs change and then they have to let people go. And it's unfortunate because people, but they feel like their entire life is
that
job.
that job. Or what's
It
so
is.
Easy though, it becomes your identity.
Yeah. So but you can't do that. You have to continue to dream. You have to continue to be ready for the change because industries change.
Yeah.
When I first started, my first business was the hair company.
Girl,
and I started it before everyone else was kind of on
did
it.
extensions of
Yeah,
royalty.
extensions of royalty. Shout out to
Yes,
extensions of
girl.
royalty. I started that business when I was 22 years old. No one was really into virgin hair extensions. So I had it was boom.
Now that I think about it, you really did.
2012. I started on my father's birthday.
Okay.
2012. And I said, I'm going to do this. And I called my dad. I was like, Daddy, I think I want to start I called Shanita in Maryland. I was like, I think I want to start a business. And they was like, okay, do it. And so I called my daddy and he was like, what's your plan? That's always his response.
What's
your plan? I didn't need the money, but he was like, well, I'm going to give you $150. I support you. Bought me my first pack of hair. Some hair, not pack of hair. It was not pack hair. Okay, y'all. Virgin hair is not
Fix
pack hair.
Fix that hair
Order of
store.
hair. So, but then it was such a rarity at that time. By 2015, everybody was selling hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was selling hair. And I didn't. It's okay. Things change. You know what I'm saying? So people ask me about the hair company all the time, and I'm just kind of like, it's still there, but it don't really make me. It's. I really feel like that was one of my first businesses that God allowed me to do, to test things out, to learn how to run a business, to figure out some things. But industries change. Now you can go on Instagram and get hair straight from the vendors now. Like you don't have to go through anybody.
You
And
need
it's
a
just
third party.
the world.
Yeah.
It's just the world that we're in. That's okay. But what you have to do, you have to keep on dreaming. You have to keep on going. And I'm gonna say this, Kima, and I'm gonna tell you this. I think a lot of times that when people don't realize that you're on a mission, they sometimes frown upon people having multiple streams of income. as entrepreneurs. You got to. It's okay for you to have an organization and be an author. And if God tell you to do something else, do that too.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know.
See, there aren't jobs like I had. I retired with 39 years with the United States Postal Service as a plant manager. Those jobs don't really exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the kind of the retirements that I have. They're just not out there. So you had better have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
And even with my job, I'm still trying to get other streams of income.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not just for me, but for the next generation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, like we just said, things change. And, you know, your book sales may be low this quarter, but then your mentor program may be booming. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are going to happen.
Speaking engagements. Because the book, for me, is just an avenue into, for me, the book is not only for the girls, but I'm hoping that then I can go out and I can do conferences.
Not hoping you will.
And I will.
Yes, you will.
I will then go and do conferences. I will do seminars. I will travel to speak about it. You know, so I know that each thing is going to lead to another thing. And my prayer is that the mentorship program remains something that I'm able to bless girls with. That is my prayer. I'm praying that I don't have to depend on the mentorship program being what I offer, you know, as being a way that I have to receive money. Because right now, when I offer those mentorship programs, they're completely free.
Wow.
Food, snacks, program, everything.
So you mean to tell me, so the girls can come to your mentorship program for free?
All free. They come in, I feed them. I have a program this Saturday, 3 hours, 2 to 5. They come in. I'm going to have them pizza and wings. I know that's what they want. They told me to make sure I don't forget the ranch. And we have candy. And we go through. And this session is on First Love You. So this one is on loving yourself.
Okay.
And speaking through that.
And when is it? Saturday?
Saturday from 2 to 5. And so it's like.
Where?
It's at my church, Heritage Christian Community Baptist Church. You can look up all the information. Yes, girl. Shout out to HCCBC. My pastor loves me, child.
The people that go to that church, they love their church.
My pastor loves me.
They love
my
their church
loves me. So you can go onto my Instagram or my Facebook page, You Better Fly.
So I was going to say, what's your Instagram?
For Facebook and Instagram, it's You Better Fly, and you can see all the information. It'll have the Eventbrite links. It'll have my website. Okay. You know, everything will be on there, so you can follow the links. So go to You Better Fly, and then, or you can go to my personal Facebook or Instagram pages, which is Lakima Massey, Lakima M. So go on, get all the information. Everything is posted there. Register your girls. The program is completely free to any girl in 7th through 10th grade.
Wow. So,
and I do it once a
month. My little person, we straight in about 7 years.
Yeah, girl, bring it to me.
We straight.
Because you know I won't like practice or whatever. Like, bring it to me.
Listen, child, this little person here, that she gonna have to be. She gonna need some. I'm gonna have to send over. Girl, I gotta go out of town. Go over there with Kima.
Oh, I'm ready. I have the
Go over there with
tutus ready. Pink. We gonna be pinked out, matching.
Pinked out. Oh,
matching like she mine for the day.
I'm cool with that. So I mean, this is. I'm so proud of you, Kima. I'm proud to hear. I'm happy to hear what you're doing, what you're offering to the community, and I think we always have to. We'll always be blessed when we're giving back to the community in one way or another. Yeah. You know, whether that's using your expertise to help somebody out, help a local organization. So please, you guys, make sure that you guys support and tell somebody about it. You
please.
know, a lot of times that's what it is. Michelle, who owns Soul Coals and Cuts out here, we're talking business, and she says, she read somewhere that sometimes we don't need additional capital. We need more customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah. That's good.
I just need more customers. You just need more people to participate in your program.
That's it.
You just need more people to share it. And so Kima being here talking about this, we want you guys to know what's going on in the community, and it's right here in your backyard.
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere for this. You know, sometimes we see things on TV and we, hear about, oh my God, that'd be great if I could do that. You can participate.
It's here, and I can come to you.
Doing it.
So even if you can't come, if your girls can't come out on a Saturday, if you have a church, if you have a school, if you have an organization,
right?
If you're having a luncheon or a conference or a seminar and you want a speaker to come out and talk to your teen girls or your young women, that's what I offer. I can cater it to whatever your needs are.
That's the thing. I mean, there's a niche for everything. I was never about the kids. That was not. I'm just keeping it 100.
Not until now.
Not until. But that's the difference. I was never really about. So in that capacity where my focus wanted to be about like pouring into the, like you have to have a different type of heart for that and a different type of patience for that. You know, now my love and, you know, my journey is going to be a different type, more parent relationship.
God is changing your heart.
God is changing my heart.
You're going to be surprised, girl.
We'll see. But I'm saying that to say you need people like Kima that have a passion and a love to pour back into the community of the youth. You know, I feel like my passion is adults. I feel like my passion is when it comes to helping them get back on track. I can strategically help people do that.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, I can easily do that. Kids, I mean, you got to just understand them a little different. And Kima can do that. And my dad is that person too. My dad has been with the city and the recreation department probably 30-something years. He knows kids.
Yeah.
Like he knows kids. He knows their behaviors. He's not shocked by some of the things that they do.
Exactly.
Like he'll just be like, oh yeah, that's just a child. Like he knows a child. And my dad is really like a hero in the community. People always say, oh, Coach said your dad, he did this for me, or I seen him at the park. So you need people like that because the kids are, to your point, you don't always go talk to your parents about certain things.
You don't. And
I
so
didn't.
sad.
I talked to my aunts. Thank God I had my auntie Rachel, my auntie Jessica, too, that I can tell things to. And I knew it wasn't always going to go back to my mom, if unless it was something serious. But you need that.
Exactly.
And you need people that genuinely care about the kids and that are not going to cause harm to them. You know, and you know, and of course there are some on the other side of people that just are there just to be there. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want that for our youth. And I definitely not, you know, now that I'm going into a new room, I don't want that. We'll be right back right here on Trap Talk Radio. It's getting good, y'all. Tune in.
Smooth Soul is In Touch Radio.
Hey, this is Agent Wright, better known as Mr. Clean. You looking for some great barbecue? Come see them two brothers in the grill, located at 423 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia. We got ribs, chicken, pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, mac and cheese, baby. Come get some and get you a nice, smooth cigar. 304-550-4431. That is 304-550-4431. Come get some, baby. The Rib Man, mama, the Rib Man.
Hey, this is Dr. V, and you're listening to In Touch Radio, reality radio where everyone's a star. Don't you move.
Hey, Tampa Bay. Want to cruise to Cuba? Tampa to Havana. We've got the best prices. Call Kinsey Travel, 863-274-3715. That's Kinsey Travel, 863-274-3715. Baby, let's cruise.
Jussie. Best. Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ and Rick D with 2 C's. Anything else is disrespectful. We got Kima right here in the building.
Ooh, I'm here.
We've been having an amazing time. It's a boss day today. We doing some bossy stuff in here, honey. And Kima just telling us about the book she just wrote. She just wrote
You Better Fly.
You Better Fly. Okay. This mentoring program that's completely free.
Completely free.
And she said she'll come to you no matter where you
are.
are.
Catered programs, whatever the needs are.
Speaking engagements. She's available to speak to people. She has all the accolades, but she is the person that you want to go to. She's a new up and coming one, and she out here doing it.
I am.
So we got to get into Jussie Smollett. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. Jussie. If you don't know what's going on. So a couple weeks ago, he said that he was attacked. He went out for a walk. He was attacked. And it's been all over social media. As of today, it was released that he was arrested and charged with felony charges of basically filing a false police report. The Chicago police is saying that he paid someone $3,500 to stage this, and they are insinuating that he did this because he wanted to. He wasn't happy. He wanted more money. He wanted to. Yeah, it's horrible. I'm gonna just say this. I don't wish this on anybody. I don't. No one should have any, because they were painting the pictures if this is a hate crime, right? So everyone went crazy. Oh my God, no hate. I don't want that to happen to anybody. And people shouldn't be staging staging this type of stuff either. I feel like I said I hope that his character has not taken over his life. We seen that with the Joker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that happened with the Joker with what is it? The Black Knight.
Yeah.
That movie, which was off the chain. If y'all have not seen it, The Dark Knight. If you have not seen The Dark Knight,
I said they did the shooting or whatever. Like I never cared to go and watch it.
What you mean the shooting?
It was like a shooting around Dark Knight. I remember, and so I never cared to go watch it.
I don't know if that was the same one.
It wasn't Dark Knight. It was one of them.
It was a
movies.
It was
talking Batman.
Batman.
It was a shooting around one of the Batman movies, wasn't it? Now I'm finna have to look.
But see, The Dark Knight was a long time ago.
Okay, well, look, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
that.
Anyway, Keith Ledger, he was so into this role, and if you you watch The Dark Knight, I mean,
he was crazy.
Kima, he was walking
He was crazy.
his walk.
I just remember the previews. Just
he
crazy.
killed that role. But that role took over him. And I was just thinking that I just hope that his role in Empire has not taken over his life.
I just still don't believe it.
Well, it has.
Okay.
It has. And it was, I'm telling you, the moment I heard it, I didn't believe it.
Really?
Why didn't you believe it, OG
No,
Darryl?
not at all.
Because nobody goes out at 2:30 in the morning in 10 degree weather, so cold that it makes no sense to walk to Subway to get a sandwich. Absolutely no sense, especially when you are a star.
He's a star.
Okay. Yeah. So it just didn't make any sense. Absolutely no sense. I knew it was going to play out just like it has played out. But that's what you get when I'm 62. You can't fool me, not too quickly. You might think you fooling me, but you can't fool me. He did not fool anybody.
He fooled me.
He fooled some of us.
And I'm still fooled.
Okay, but that's because y'all.
I'm still fooled. I'm not gonna lie.
We still at a commercial restaurant.
I still have hope.
That's what
that
it is,
he's
hope.
telling the truth. I really still have hope. I feel like maybe he's elaborating a little bit, but I just still have hope because I just can't believe he would do that. Why would you do that?
Listen, Kima. I had all this respect. Don't mess it up right now. I got you way up here. And you about to bring.
Really, OG Darryl? Really, OG Darryl?
You done pushed the down elevator. The button. Stop on the. Would you push the stop button? Okay.
Now, let's be real. The media will focus on things. I'm not just y'all. If y'all see OG Darryl, I can't even say that. He about to pop me dead in my mouth, and I ain't even finished my sentence yet.
Before you even get it
right.
out.
The media will focus on certain things. So, and we got a call in. Okay. Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Who do we have on the line?
This is Tampa Bay Tammy, enjoying every minute of y'all conversation.
Hey,
I just want y'all to know the update. The update is he turned himself in.
Oh.
And the guys that he hired told on him. But he turned himself in. Okay. And the real part, the part that really made it sound suspect was the fact he walked with the noose on his neck. Yeah. The first thing you do when somebody does something like that to you is you're going to take it off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even if but I'm gone. I'm enjoying it. Y'all go ahead.
Thank you.
Girl, do your thing. Go bad chick.
Thank you.
Bye, baby.
That just made it.
Thank you, Miss.
Maybe, okay, so he's going to kill me for real now.
Okay.
Maybe he turned himself in because he just wanted to face it and, just go into it. No?
No. Okay. I just feel like this. It's certain stuff people should be able to lie on you about. They shouldn't be able to lie on you about it. So I'm saying that to say, even though the media does focus on certain things.
He wrote a check. He wrote a personal check. Why would you? Well,
that was just all that was just stupid.
Mean, listen, with all of this new technology, they merged their cell phones together. I mean, they got all that. They got
right. But
they got camera angles. I mean, they got everything. Why wouldn't you realize? Come on, it was just dumb.
He was asking for the cameras from the street cameras and stuff.
Right. Great,
was
he was
dumb.
asking for it.
They let me tell you, on the two guys
They
that
was
he
gonna get it
paid,
anyway.
on the two guys that he paid, they followed the cameras from the time that they left. They went backwards. So they started to, they mapped out those guys' whole all the way back to where they live. It was like, come on, Jussie, what you thinking?
I don't know what he was thinking, why he thought that. Whatever, he was better off doing a Monique and saying, let's protest Empire.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If he was demanding a bigger salary or whatever, you was better off doing that than now you facing, bump the show, you facing real life.
3 years. It's a felony conviction. 3
God.
years. Now, if the judge is good, and if he going, see, and here's the other thing where I think he's messed up is that his attorney says that they're going to fight it aggressively. Okay, so now all the cards are stacked against you. If you are really guilty, you need to go on over there and say, look, Your Honor, I messed up. I'm sorry. You need to be apologetic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, gonna lock his ass up.
The thing about it is, I've seen cases go the opposite way than what people want when the attorneys try to fight too aggressively. When they try to say, okay, we're gonna use this, we're gonna make a statement. It almost like backfires on whatever party is focusing on that. I believe this gentleman did it, but even in the OJ trial, those attorneys.
OJ did not do it.
Okay.
And yet I'm crazy for believing that Jussie didn't do it.
Yeah. So
okay.
But the prosecutors, they kind of took that. They took that like, okay, we're gonna make an example out of OJ, and it backfired. So I mean, they need to tread lightly.
The police?
No, his prosecutor.
His prosecutor.
Tread lightly.
His defense attorney.
I'm sorry, defense attorney. Yeah.
They do. I don't know.
Right.
It's just, look. If he's guilty, he needs to go ahead and get this behind him
and get some help,
because he wrote a letter. He did a fake letter. You know that, right? Okay, that didn't work, and then so he came up.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're doing too much.
Doing too much.
I just pray that it comes out that he's telling the truth.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna leave it there for y'all. Okay?
I was looking at Kendrick Lamar's song that says "Pray for Me." That's what I'm gonna play for you on the end. I'm gonna play that for you on the end. As we going out, I'm gonna play that song. So
Kima, let them know one more time where they can find you, girl.
It's on my Instagram and Facebook. You Better Fly for my book. All of my book information, all of my mentoring information, my website's listed there. You can get in contact with me on any of those social media pages. You Better Fly. Contact me now, follow. All of the information is there. Book me. Let me come out to your luncheons. Let me come out to your conference, your seminars, your schools, your churches. Book me up. I'm ready.
I'm excited. Well, you guys know we always are doing something. If you're looking for a work at home opportunity, or you want to work at our location that's going to be here opening March 1st at 5508 and Suite 33, we're going to have a call center here. Make sure you go to www.elevatedexperience.net. That's experience with an E. No, that's experience with an X. No E in the beginning. But we're looking for people. We need people to work in our call center. We're looking to create jobs, hire people, let you guys be comfortable, provide for your families. Check us out. We're here. We thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Rick D. Can't wait to see you next week. This is Trap Talk Radio.